Welcome, guys. I'm gonna thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Okay. Now today we want to be talking about how can you actually select. How can you work on your image? Now we've talked about how you can personalize your screen. We've talked about how you can import files into your Photoshop. And now we want to talk about doing a little adjustment. Now I just started with your adjustment. How can you work on the background of your photographs? Now I'm using Adobe Photoshop. Now once you open your image right now, if you open your image, the next thing you want to do is that we want to show you tools that can help you select the background. Now, the first thing I will advise you is you should get a photograph that is on a white background for now. A white background. I'll also show you how you can use those that are not on white background, how you can remove the background to anything you want to do. Now, the first thing you want to do is we have what we call the adjustment tab. Magic Wand tool is an adjustment tool. It helps you to select your background. Now, when I pick this tool now, I just picked it over here. You could see a settings that shows new selection. It means if I want to just select a new selection over here, we could have what we call add to a selection. That means whenever you want to add to a selection, then we have what we call subtract from a selection, which means let's say for instance I select this part over here. If I want to take out the selection from that part, I pick subtract from selection. Then we have what we call intersect with selection. That's how when you want two selection to intersect together. Don't be confused. Don't worry. We'll take it step by step so you're going to get it. But the first thing you just have to do, pick it on new selection. Now because we're just selecting a new selection, usually I click it like this. Now it's just pick this part. Now if it shows over here, this part that is showing shows it has actually select the photograph for you. Now another thing you want to do is that this over part here we also want to add to the selection. This part also we want to add to the selection. So I'll come over here to this part and I'll come to add to selection. Then I'll click this part like this. It has select those parts. I click this part like this. Now, if you check this image, it has done the selection for me. Now, this part also, I need to add it to the selection because I want to remove it. I pick that part. And another thing I want to do is that once you are done, that's a skill to select your background of an image. Now, what you just need to do is come to this tool, pick this tool, the polygonal lasso tool, and you right click on it and you come to feather. Why did you need to feather? The reason why you need to feather is because feather is what helps the edge of your image to be soft. Now let me use this as an example. For instance, I just want to change this photograph, so let me pick a blue something. Then delete it like this and I stop it. Now if you move over to these images, if you check this edge, it's very sharp, very sharp. So it looks very obvious that we cut it out. But whenever I feather the image, it helps me to make the edge to be soft. Now, for instance, whenever if I feather this image, I come over to my right click and I pick feather and I pick the radius to be 2. The moment I pick the radius to be 2 and I hold my delete and I click it like this. Now, whenever I move it, the edge, the edge is going to be very smooth. So it makes it not to be obvious. And another skill I want to tell you is that anytime you're changing the photograph, the background image of any of your photograph, try with a white background for now. try it with a white background. I'll show you the skills which you're going to also use if it's not a white background, but I want you to work on a white background for now, just for now. And the next video, I'll show you how you can use other selection tools, but try it with a white background. Now, another skill that can help you to change your background is picking the mild quick selection tools. Now, the quick selection tools is also a fantastic tool that help you to change the background of any image to any color. Now, just remember the skills I said: add to selection, subtract to selection, new selection. You could actually see that here. Just pick it over here like this. Select this part. This is what I use most times. And you hold over your shift key also. You pick add to selection. Most times I use the shift for the add to selection. Then you can also manipulate your tools. You can come over here. You pick the magic wand tools and you pick add to selection and you come and pick over here. Now, once you are done with the selection, make sure you check all the edges very, very well, so that it's not picking some part of your image. If you have an issue of your image, maybe you have a selection because this image may not work exactly like your own image. You may be having issues. If you have a selection like this now, for instance, let's say I want to change this background to blue. Come over here to your foreground color. What is your foreground color? The color you see at the top part here is the foreground color. The color at the back here is your background color. Foreground color is the color at the top. The one at the down is the background color. I will just show you that in a minute. Now pick the color you want to pick. This icon is what we call the color picker tools. It helps you to pick different colors from your image. Now, for instance, let's say you want to pick yellow, you can come over here and you pick your yellow. It has picked yellow. Or better still, any color you want to pick, just come over here, raise it up here. It's going to give you different varieties of colors that can actually help you to get a good image. Now, this is a photograph. Now, I just picked that blue color. Now, hold down your Alt key on your keyboard and delete. Now, it's good, but you could actually see that right now on this photograph, I've just deleted a part which I don't want to delete. How do you do that? That's why I said your selection has to be on your background. So you come over here to your polygonal tool. So most times if you have an issue of an insider, remember now what we have to do is subtract from what? From selection, because we don't need this part. We need to subtract this part from the selection of the image. Now you come over here, you come and pick subtract from selection. Now that's subtract from selection. Then you hold down and you select it. Make sure you use it to cover the selection. So join two edges together. You must cover the whole selection so you to subtract it. So the moment you do that, it has taken it out. Just like I told you, right click, feather it. Make sure your radius is not more than 2 or 1. Alt delete. That is what you're going to use to change the background to any color you want to use. Very, very easy. That's why I said you should try it with a white selection, because most times white selection comes out with Alt delete. Now I can also use Alt delete for my red. I get it red. So let's say I want to pick yellow for this. I just come over here, or green, just pick Alt delete. It's going to change it to any color you want to use. So let's say I want to pick, let's say a purple or any other thing. Just click Alt delete. It's going to change it to that color. So that is all for today, guys. I want you to practice this. If you need a white background image, just drop it. Send me a message at the comment box. I will send you some photograph that can actually help you. Thank you for watching this video. I want you to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.